timeline. This is a timeline. The characteristics can be changed at any particular time. So this is a Flash workspace. Tools panel. Now this is helps in a Flash. There is a tools panel. Tools can be used to create the content of a movie or anything. Selection tools. We want to select. These are the selection tools. We can select, scale, distort, rotate the objects. So there are selection tools, drawing tools, draw, paint, create text, erase objects. So these are the things which can be achieved by using drawing tools, and they are very helpful to draw different shapes, to draw or paint different colors. They are useful to create text at somewhere. Now this is create text wherever required to give a message or give a indicated or hint, and it is also there is a provision for erasing the objects. So we can erase the things by using a eraser. There is a fill also, and there are so many. The youngsters are familiar with these as if they are in a paintbrush or other applications. Similar tools are available in the Flash also. View tools, there we can zoom a thing and pan. Color tools, set stroke and fill colors. So colors can be filled by using color tools. Options, you can modify the currently selected tool. So at any time you can modify the current selected tool to a different tool. Panels are there. These panels provide additional tools for creating and editing movies. Those are the basic tools. These in the panels. We are having further additional tools in a one particular event or a particular tool. Then we may go for advanced tools, advanced settings, advanced characteristics. Then these panel menu can be used, and different characters or properties can be changed to get the desired effect at a particular point of time. Click the panel menu to view additional options for the current panel. You can hide or show the panels by using the options on the window menu. Because this is interactive, windows are interactive. You can just select anything with the click of mouse. You can close anything with the click of mouse. Timeline is there. You can organize and control the content of a movie over the time. So what needs to be displayed? These are the different layers. What should be displayed one after another, and what is the timeline for what amount of time that should be played, so that it gives a desired effect at a particular amount of time. And what are the number of frames per second? Frames per second should be displayed to get the desired effect. If this is also more, then the precision of the movie will be great. Frames, like films, Flash movies divide length of time into frames which are organized on a timeline. So there are frames, there are keyframes. So different frames, Flash movie, they are divided into different frames which are organized in a particular timeline and will be displayed in a particular rate, frames per number of frames per second. If that number of frames per second is more, then only more than 12 or 24, then a different result will be achieved, and you will get a feeling of a movie that is a continuous one. So in frames, there are keyframes that define a change in what is displayed in a movie or include the frame actions to modify a movie. When we use keyframes, then the other details within the frame are indicated, how this frame differs from the other the previous frame also. Keyframe with content is indicated like this, empty frames indicated like this, blank keyframes are indicated like this, empty like this, and these are empty slots for new frames. This is a frame, the frame can be organized in this blank space also. There are layers. Layers are like multiple film strips stacked on the top of each other, each with a different element that appears on the stage. It can be graphics, it can be animations, text, sound, buttons, frame actions. So it can be organized. These are the actions, sound, buttons, and other aspects in the event. So the graphics can be organized, animations can be created, text can be displayed, sounds can be played, and buttons can be organized so that each button having a particular function in that given frame. Symbols and library. Symbols are elements that you reuse within a movie to reduce file size. You don't want to go into detail, then you use symbols, and when clicked on symbols you will result into a, suppose there is a help symbol, by clicking this a help menu will be displayed. Type of symbols include graphics, buttons, movie clips, sound files and text. Libraries where you store and organize symbols. A library is maintained where the meaning to the symbols is described. A library where you store and organize the symbols. When you drag a symbol from library to the stage, you create an instance of that symbol. So, the symbol is used for first time, second time, this instance indication will tell how many times you have used that symbol. Advantages of using symbols, as already told, they will result into a non-descriptive kind of effect on your project. Easy editing. If you change the symbol in the library, all instances of the symbol are updated automatically. Smaller file sizes. Symbols are downloaded only once, regardless of the number of instances you have included in the movie. Now, you again use a button. That button will be only executed once. It will not waste the time of the CPU again and again, but the desired effect can be achieved. This reduces the size of your published movies and decreases the download times, because it is already with the system. It need not to be downloaded again and again. So, it is in the live action, you can say. Sound. First import, how to include a sound in a multimedia project. You will have to import the sound file into the library. Here you will include it in your library, my audio file. Add sound to a movie by dragging an instance of the sound into frame. Wherever you want to use, you just use the instance of that sound file. To minimize the file size, loop shorter sounds to make them repeat. Just repeat them. Small file should be there, but it should be played number of times. Then it will result into a less size of the file, and the desired effect of the file will be achieved. Like on an area of flash screen. Now, this is a flash screen which can be organized in a things. Here can be main, this is a main toolbar, this is the main menu where things can be edited, the characteristics can be changed. This is timeline, where timeline can be for how much time the thing should be displayed, and these are the panels where additional settings or additional characteristics can be taken. Properties panel, where the properties of the subject in question can be changed or achieved. So, file, main tool, main menu bar, file, edit, view, insert, modify, text, command, control, window or help. Now, these are the basic functions of a main menu bar, which are available in almost all modern softwares, maybe Word, maybe Excel, PowerPoint. We will be using these file and basic commands. Main toolbar, these are the toolbars which are available with the each action. So, in Flash also these are the tools which can be used, different shapes can be created, different effect, messages, text can be viewed, it can be erased, it can be lines can be drawn, small lines, thinner lines, thick lines, it can be viewed by using these tools, and all color fills can be undertaken and can be utilized. Color selection of the toolbar provide access to the fill and stroke color palettes, and also allow the user to switch between foreground and background. So, we have these tools at our will, we can use them to develop a particular application at any given point of time. Timeline, as already explained, these are the time frame timelines where you should know which layer should be displayed for how much time, 1 second, 5 seconds or so that the desired effect and number of frames can be displayed 12 or 24, 12 to 24 or 30, they can be achieved in a particular amount of time. Project scene selector, in the here the Flash can have multiple projects open at one time. You can have more than one project selected. Like in MS Word, you can have multiple Word documents or windows open concurrently. The tabs labeled untitled are 2 projects currently open. Flash projects typically consist of multiple scenes which can be selected here. It is not uncommon for a single Flash project to have it dozens of scenes. So single Flash projects will be having more than one scenes to describe the event properly or to create a entertainment effect on the audience. Edit scene shortcut, it provides a shortcut to the edit mode for the selected scene. Now we will have the facility of editing the given scene. If you don't like something, you want to have a different kind of concept in that scene, you will create a different you will edit the particular scene, and you can also change the timeline at the particular event. Then it will result into a altogether a different effect on the given layer or in at that particular timeline. Symbols can be edited, symbols can be changed, symbols can be reused, symbols can be changed, new instances can be added. It provides a shortcut to the edit mode for the selected symbol. So we will have to edit the symbols also. Zoom view control, it will provide a drop down menu access to the workspace. It will control the zoom, you can control the display in a desired manner. Colors provides a list of layers in the current scene. So layer palette, it will provide different layers, that layer 1, layer 2, layer 3, what are the layers, each with their own attributes and timeline controls. Every layer will be having their own attribute, they will be having different properties, variables there are there which are changeable, and they will having different timeline controls. What attribute, what you can say layer frame will have the different timeline control also. It will display timeline for each layer in the current scene. This scene only has one layer, so there is only one timeline visible. The interactivity and animation in the Flash is embedded in the logic. Flash action script to be precise, which corresponds to these timelines. So we will have to describe the flow of the event priorly before organizing a Flash event. Then you cannot decide on the time. So you should decide priorly what effect you want to achieve from this Flash application, so that the desired effect can be achieved at any given point of time. So then layers will be formed, then the sub attributes of the within the layer will be achieved, and a specific timeline should be designed or developed, fixed, finalized, so that the event can be displayed for a particular amount of time. Skin controls, the term onion skin refers to the process of scrolling and searching through the Flash project or any other timeline based project to preview and locate specific point in the Flash movie. If you want to focus on the particular timelines in a Flash movies, then that onion skin controls are there, which can be used for traversing the things at a later stage. Frame rate refers to the number of frames displayed per unit of time, usually frames per second, FPS. Different media have different frame rate requirements. Agar 12 files per second, frames per second, it will be fine for most of the Flash animations. It may not be adequate for Flash video, because then you will not able to view the continuous movie. Television typically requires 30 frames per second, and a film requires 24 frames per second, so that it can be organized. So these are the different scenes which need to be a scene workspace, the area of the Flash where this has to be monitored. So this is a simple motivating example where this is a photograph, we are having a one photograph, then this is another photograph. Now we want this boy or this boy to be in the first one. Now we will crop this child to a different frame, and this will be fixed in the this. Now these two photographs can be combined together to give this desired effect. Now this can be done in Flash, it can be done in Photoshop or other. So this is a motivating video. The students can also create this kind of effects in the Flash, and it will be creating an interest to them, so that they will also like to develop the such kind of pictures, stills, or even in movies also. Thanks.